I hate all of them. They sent me to my death. That was meme queen Britney Haynes on Thursday's edition of Big Brother Reindeer Games. And her death in the game did, indeed, seem certain. The cause of all the drama was a hamster wheel maze with a brutal twist. The first player taking it on would be eliminated if they could not finish it in under 5 minutes and 30 seconds. However, if they completed it in time, the next person would have a minute less to do it. And each person after that would have 1 minute less than the person before, with the pattern continuing until someone was eliminated. Frankie Grande bested the maze and picked Xavier Prather to follow. After Xavier also successfully completed it, he selected Britney, giving her only 3 minutes and 30 seconds to save her life in the game. Nobody, chief among them Britney, seemed to think she had a chance of saving herself, but that is exactly what she did, with well over a minute to spare. The victory left Britney as a sobbing mess crawling around on fake snow in disbelief and celebration. Like, I'm crying in a candy cane forest. But the drama was far from over, because that meant Britney had to then choose someone else to go in and take on the wheel with only 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Even though Taylor Hale volunteered to go, Britney chose Danielle Reyes instead after Xavier explained that he was protecting the Season 3 fan favorite. It was a bold Big Brother-esque game move, and Danielle was then indeed eliminated, giving Britney only a half-hearted hug on her way out the door. We scored an exclusive interview with Britney to talk all about the highs and lows of her Amaze ing hamster wheel experience. Britney Haynes, everyone thought that they gave me this. This was something I brought myself, and I snuck it into the house and wore it intentionally. This is the one thing that I wore that they didn't give to me. And you haven't taken it off since. All right, let's start at the beginning of this whole Jack Frost hamster wheel maze situation. First off, how did you feel about Frankie putting Xavier in after Nicole told Frankie that if he did that, Xavier would put you in next? I was not happy about it. I did not want him to do that. So much of it got cut down and so much of it wasn't shown. We had a pretty decent conversation where I said to him, don't put Xavier in, but what he told me was, I'm really not sure that he can do it. I really think this might be our chance to send him out. Everyone was threatened by him. Everyone thought he was a great competitor, and he was on everyone's radar, especially Frankie's. And Frankie was like, this could be our chance to get him. As far as protecting me, I don't really think that Frankie had a better choice. I don't think it mattered who on that side he put in because they all would have chosen me next anyway. So from that perspective, it probably didn't make a huge difference in what the outcome was, but I definitely wasn't happy about it at the time. So then Xavier gets by and then he has to make a decision. You go up to him, you say the words, please, and don't, a lot is your pitch. Did you try to strike any deals there, or was it pretty much just please and don't? Everyone really got along for the most part on the show. There was no bad blood or deep resentment or anything like that. But the fact of the matter was he was not working with me day one, and he was in a 4-person alliance out of a 9-person game, and the first 2 people who went out were also not a part of that 4-person alliance. So we're down to 7 people in this episode, and they have a 4-person strong alliance. After Nicole's safe, after Frankie wins, I'm a sitting duck. It felt, in that moment, as if I was begging for my life. And so yes, I'm aware that it looks pathetic, and I'm aware that it looks sad, and I'm aware that it looked not super cohesive and put together. But in that moment there wasn't a lot I could say to him other than, look, you can beat me in the end. Why put me in when you can beat me? And you can't necessarily beat these other people. So that is sort of what I tried to pitch to him, knowing that it probably wasn't going to be successful, but I felt like I had to just give it a shot. So it looked like you'd pretty much lost all hope before getting on that wheel. Is that a pretty accurate description of your mood at that point? 100%. And it honestly didn't even play out as angry as I truly was because it didn't even feel like I was getting to walk into the candy cane forest and play for my life. It felt like I was just straight up sent home with a 3.5-minute purgatory. That's what it felt like to me in that moment. So when he says my name, I'm just like, whatever. I stormed out of the house. I slammed the back door. I truly believed that there was just no chance. I think you got the fastest time, even faster than Frankie, although you were kind of hanging out for a little bit there before you actually pressed the button. Yeah, I was actively not watching the time while I was doing it at first. The first time that I looked over and saw that it was at 2 minutes, and I could see that I only had a few turns left, I was like, huh? Is this how much time I've gone over the 3.5 minutes? That was the first time that it clicked in my mind like, oh my God, I think I might get this. What is happening? I was shocked.